How's it going, everyone? Famine52 back again, and today we're continuing on with Final Fantasy 16. Let's get going. Alright, welcome back, everyone. In the last episode, we did things. We got Ambrosia, we went to Martha's Rest, there it is, and we saved Martha. Unfortunately, we were unable to save some of the bearers that she was protecting. We encountered a group by the name of the Black Shield, which is a complete rip of the Flame Shields, and let's just say Clive, or shall I say Cid, was not too happy about that. But yeah, so with that being said, we are now back at our new hideaway, and we have decided that we are going to take on the Mother Crystals. But of course, before we do that, there's a side quest down there, and we can't take on the Mother Crystals as long as there's side quests and other stuff to do. So let's go ahead and take that. To get down there, we have to go around here, and I'm assuming we got stairs. Yes, we do. And ooh, the botany project is really progressing here. Very well, very well. I don't want to walk on the grass, but I haven't touched grass in years. I'm joking.
Won't be long now, Martel.
Let's go ahead and speak with the botanist.
Cid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the Curse Breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Of course I will.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Quest accepted and prioritized. And I am relatively sure that Martel is the one that we saved from the spiders. Could be wrong, but I think that's the case. So it is unfortunate to hear that she died. Although it sounds like she didn't die from the invasion. I wonder how she died. Curse Breakers.
Think it's alright to touch him?
I don't know. You go first.
Just touch him. He's only a little hungry. He could use a light snack. Nah, just joking, kids. He's fine. He's fine.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
He gets fed plenty on the road.
That room's as ragged as...
Curse Breaker.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martel.
Martel apples. Hand it over.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Others weren't so lucky, though.
And then we got a curse breaker right here as well.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Martell apples, hand it over.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab 'em right from the branch, make Martell livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martells, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not with the dead ones. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
I can do that, but before I do, I got things here. Desiree? Desiree. I'm gonna go with Desiree.
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friends' donations?
Oh, no. That's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Sure.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Completing side quests will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's Mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. So, that's what this is. They're renown points. Very well. So, Talk of the Tea House, which I guess will give us 20 Valley Matter, 20 Steel Silk, 20 Bloody Hides, and 40 ability points. There's also Respect, which will give us a Meteorite. Can't get this yet, but it's a Berserk Ring, and expand Renown to unlock. Very well. And they come with little messages. Your merry band of outlaws and its dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk amongst the ladies of the court. We have gathered together several items of worth that you might continue your gallantry. Very well. I don't know how you gather together 400 ability points, but very well. And then as for the Meteorite, our order is one built on pride, but that does not mean we are too proud to give thanks. Where thanks is due. We may have failed Martha once, but never again. The Blood Axes. So I am not going to purchase these at present.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
But it's good to know that those are a thing. And we could talk to Nectar. Clive, there you are, Kupo. I've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Kupo.
The hunt board. It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Kupo. I knew that already. And that's why I need your help, as I need not remind you, Kupo. I am the mightiest of all Mughals. No fiend of the forest or ghoul of the greensward can measure up to Nectar the Bold, Kupo. I won't allow it. So I need you to slay them all, Kupo.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you, Kupo. It's so good to have found someone who understands me, Kupo. That's definitely not the voice I gave him before. I'll stay here then and keep an eye on all the billets and on all the billets that get posted on the board. So if there's anything you need to know, Kupo, I'm your Moogle. View the hunt board. Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted on the hunt board in hopes that fearless heroes, such as Clive, will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay the notorious marks. So here's the eyeball, which we took down. Angel of Death, which we have yet to locate, I guess. And then Belphegor. Very well. So what, do I accept these? No. Alright, so Clearview in Sambrique and the Broken Hilt in Rosaria. A C rank hunt and a B rank hunt. And a trader by way of Kernovert met with a troop of Cursebreakers traveling in the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead, his eyes wild and flickering. Though the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward on their own journey through their pass, the sound of crackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up a brisk pace. And then for Belphegor, reports have been received from a wild avis of striking size making his nest atop the hill adjacent of Eastpool. Though all efforts are being made not to rouse the beast's ire, it is surely but a matter of time before it needs to feed. I hereby petition any brave volunteers to march to the northern border, that we might cut the fiend down before it makes trenchers of the nearby villagers. Sure. So this, I'm assuming, is going to be where the wind elementals were, and then this is in that outcropping across from Eastpool, where we found that old man bearer. And then you have something.
Ah, my favorite pupil.
Are you just going to
What is it that
to
you
come
wish to
marked
learn?
up whenever I come
Here's
through?
the latest information I have. The state of the realm is ever changing, Clive.
I could tell. Is there another way for me to get down there? Possibly.
But these beauties are
I'm going to explore for a second. Let's go ahead and go this way. See, I mean, probably not. I'm going up at this point. Although there's a door. Can I go through the door? Is there anything through the door for me? No, it's... Ah, this is the infirmary. probably not going to be anything in here for me. If you would like to read that, go for it. Pause the video and all that such. I will be moving on. And I would like to summon Ambrosia. But Chuck was not allowed here. How unfortunate. The bunks. This place is massive. So I'm not going to go up that way. It looks like I might be able to go this way and head down.
And you say Sid built this place?
And I should be correct eventually.
Did you come through the forge today?
And there we go. Coming down, turning in my apple quest, and then I will journey to Hawkscry Cliff. If that's not a place for a griffin or harp, or not harpy, hippogriff, I don't know what is.
Breakers send their thanks and their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martell.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martell. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martell lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martell. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Quest completed! The fruits of her labor is giving us 250 experience, 600 gil, and 10 renown, as well as Martell's apples. It looks like it's a memory thing displayed in our quotas. Speaking of our quarters, looks like we have some letters up there, so let's go ahead and read those. See what they might be. This place is massive. And this guy is just walking up and down with bags of something all day, every day.
You think it's alright to touch him?
Into the bedroom. A bird by any other name. Forgive my insistence on writing you these silly letters. Would that we had more time to speak to each other in person, but for every day we spend together, it feels as though we must suffer another two apart. I am gladdened to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia, or should I say, Whiteheart. You told me once how your Chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate. And here, so many years later, we find she has spent her life doing that exact same thing, defending others. Some things never change, do they, Clive? Jill. So are they a couple yet? Like, are they together or what? Because if not, then we all know that's going to happen, right? Ooh, Ambrosia's tack. Very well, very well. And then some apples. And then a oath. And that should be everything here in the hideaway that I care for. So let's go ahead and head on out to Hawk's Cry Cliff from these Harton Highlands, or from these heathered highlands. One might catch a glimpse of Rosal. I can't read. I can't read. I'm just going to go. My brain has died on the reading front. Southern Rosaria.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Bloodlines.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Alright, we got a chocobo. Which I don't want to acquire the ire of the other chocobos, so that is why I was walking around right there. And we got another item over here, it looks like. Some more shells. Hey, a bluebird. Let's see, can I? Drifty! Drifty chocobos! Got another item right here for 10 gil. How do I dismount? I hold R3. Ow. Fight the Wyrite and kill all the bees around us so that I can focus on the Wyrite. The Wyver. Sorry. And kill it.
Get him.
Parry, bitch. Get down. And get stunned. And give me your claws. Thank you. Back onto the chocobo. Alright, I could run around here forever, but I think we should probably at least attempt to make it to our destination, although I see items on the ground that I need to go grab. So that's a thing. Got some shells. Just because there are items on the ground doesn't mean that they are important items to have on the ground. But I still need them. Like that 5 gil? Yeah, I could easily make that by selling any of the bits of stuff from drop from creatures.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing but loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn.
Oh, shut up.
It would be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
Did that man have a lightsaber on his
What
belt?
business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
Hello, merchant.
They're a long way.
Do you have a meteorite for me? Because all of you merchants... Ooh, what is this? Increases limit break generation? No, I'm good. But yes, all merchants seem to have at least one meteorite for some reason. And I'm going to go ahead and buy the potions. Because I accidentally used them all up against that wyvern thing. Youth! How's it going, youth?
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
Oh, poor unfortunate souls. You think that you're broken, but I shall repair you and become your king. Although, technically speaking, we shouldn't be the king. That should be Joshua, seeing as how he's alive, apparently. Youth!
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
Well, what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
How'd you get it?
But we need to find out.
Speak with the locals. I mean, I have been speaking with the locals. Are there more locals to speak to?
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the walls.
I don't think that's what it means. There's probably someone in particular that you want me to talk to, and I'm guessing they're this way. See, there we go. How's it going, villager?
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing Those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing.
Yeah, is that a lightsaber
I
on his
speak
belt?
for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
You all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Make for port. Sure, they said it. I'm not good with the English language apparently. But where are we going? We're going all the way up here. Very well.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Lightsabers!
Ever since the apothecary.
Kill the lightsabers!
More of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them?
Kill the lightsabers!
Collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Are you going to tell me this bad idea, Clive? Or are you just going to say that you have an idea and that we're not going to like it? Because do I know what I don't like? Being teased with the inklings of a plan. Fine, I guess I won't kill all the lightsabers. Though I want you to know. Okay, these ones gotta die though because there's a treasure chest here. Although it goes against my gaming instinct to not stop and kill everything. Kill the lightsaber. Alright, and then what do we got in here? Goblin coin, 15 bloody hide, and 15 iron silk. Or steel silk. Whatever the hell that thing is. Why do I feel like I shouldn't even bother about hopping on Ambrosia if I'm taking this back path? Oh, hello there.
My mother's men.
Hello there. I see that you carry the title Black Shield. Well, how unfortunate for you that I just happen to want to kill everything that is black and shieldy.
Farewell.
Got that guy down, and there should only be one or two more. Which, I mean, Jill looks like she's gotten taken care of, but I still need to intervene. And we have an item over hither, which I should have realized was probably an ambush for spiders, but didn't think about it. So many sharp fangs. Oh, blood trail.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
That's a lot of blood.
You were told to stay in your homes.
No, I wasn't.
Black shields.
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria.
True shield. Can muster the power of the Phoenix. Can you say the same? Oh, you think that you can get a cheap hit on me just because I was busy with your friend? 40 experience, 20 ability points, 100 gil, as well as some Wyrite and some bloody hides. There's no way we are ever going to use all these bloody hides.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Aldil. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Okay, it was a corpse that I saw. I saw something shiny and I thought that it might have been a chest. It was just a corpse. And we are close enough that I'm not going to hop on Ambrosia, though the thought did occur to me for like the briefest of seconds. We got some more shells right there. And I pressed the wrong button. Open the gate!
Find something, boy.
Death.
Death.
Found her.
Oh, damn.
This was my mother's doing.
Why? Why would anyone...
I don't know.
To get to us.
I never truly understood her. But this...
Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Damn. Why upside down? This is all sorts of messed up. All sorts of messed up. And here I am looking for treasure chests. I got a problem. I am going to ignore my desire for loot and treasure and just move. Ooh, hello. Why did they not deem you important enough to... Doesn't matter. He's still dead. It's still fucked up. Okay. My mother shall perish. Okay. This poor village. I mean, now I kind of understand why there was so much blood.
Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
I get the feeling that even if I were to hop on Ambrosia right now, I would have to instantly get off, so I'm not going to worry about it, right, meow?
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Yeah, yeah.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road.
Hush now. You didn't hear nothing.
You're right. She didn't hear nothing. She heard something. Just... containing 10 bloody hides. Which I feel is a little bit insensitive. But okay. Moving on. Let's go underneath the bridge. What do you say? In honor of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. Very well. Very well.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
You find no succor to the South Travellers, nor beyond the Buet. The Empire has seen fit to banish us from our own land.
Okay. You banish my people from their own land, and you shall be banished from life. I mean, it just seems fair, right? Okay. I want to go down here and investigate things on the beach. So, of course, I'm going to have to kill things to get down there. Ow. And you know what? If I remember correctly, I should be able to kind of heal without the need of a potion by priming, which it does look like I am doing. And I gain enough limit break like through regular combat that I'm not too worried about wasting Limit Break right now. And yeah, that like doubled my HP gain, so we're all good. I got some sharp fangs right there. It wasn't much, but it was more than I was at. And I could also have Torgal heal me up for a little bit, though his heals are very slow. And I don't even know if he could heal me up past like my regen bar. Anything else down here? Doesn't look like it. Did we just catcall Ambrosia? Is that what that was? Is that what I heard? Like wolf whistle for Ambrosia?
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Can
We
I
should start with the main gate and see where that gets us.
Probably can't go in here either.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Whoa. Oh. It was a beacon activating. Got it. Scared the crap out of me, though. Item! 3 sharp fangs. I shall let you win, Gloom Walkers. And up we go. I couldn't get a little bit closer. Okay.
My children are starving! Have mercy. Viceland's dogs they are. You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
Oh, good enough, Roger.
Fuck off.
And you jealous bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your sties.
Cut you down where you stand.
Just try it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
Probably not.
As long as it is abandoned.
Black light burns.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
I mean, I doubt they found who they were looking for. That being said, though, if they did find who they were looking for, it might have gotten a little bit more flame for their bite, if you know what I mean. Open!
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Okay, so I'm assuming we need to get up in here. So I shall be exploring elsewhere. Just tin the spools of steel silk. And I'm assuming I can't go into any of the other buildings. Negative. Nope, this is where I'm supposed to go. Darn it.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Fine, if you're gonna surround me and just be like so like endearing to my flames, who am I to deny you the burning rebirth? Enemies bested. Giving us 60 experience, 24 ability points, 350 gil, as well as some steel silk and a guild bug.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
No, I'm not.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
Oh!
Blessing of the Phoenix.
I know that guy.
It can't be.
What was his name?
I was there
What was
when
his
you
name?
died.
It was Sir Trevor and the fuck was his name?
My lord, I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
Sir Wade. I'm pretty sure it's Wade.
Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
You haven't aged a day in the last 18 years, sir.
We can speak inside.
Sorry I kind of burned your compatriots. They attacked me, though, for no reason.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son?
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Ah, but of course.
Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
All right, now that I am seeing him a little bit more in full, he does look a little bit more gray in the hair than he did before.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Speaking of which, quartermaster, what do you have?
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
You have nothing of interest to me. Ooh, Desert Rose. You have nothing of interest to me except for a meteorite.
As you wish, my lord.
And not that I need them. We're going to be going to the desert, and I'm assuming at some point we will be inundated with desert roses. That being said, I don't want to need a few of them just for a crafting item and then not have them. So I'm going to buy... We're just going to buy 30 of them. Hold up. I'm going to buy 25 of them right now. I'm going to spend 1,000 gil, much like I did on the Valley Matter. Just so I have some, just in case something comes up. I will not be surprised if I don't ever need to use the 25 that I just purchased. Although, if we look here, I am going to be making 600 gil. And, well, 1,600 gil, and then take away the 1,000 for what I just purchased for no reason. I'll be making 600 gil on this transaction. So, there we go.
It has been an honor.
We'll show them as much mercy as they did our city.
He didn't have anything else,
Allow me
right?
to
He only
tend
had,
to
like,
your
potions and
needs,
stuff
my
left
lord.
after that? Yeah. Yeah.
It has been an honor.
So, Sir Wade!
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill, and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Oldale have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Quest accepted. Black or white. Prioritized. Party members, Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Why am I just now getting that notification? I feel like that should have been mentioned quite a while ago.
Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Very well, very well. And if you're not going to be saying any more, Ambrosia it is.
Run like the wind.
And thank you for not kicking me off my chocobo for no reason.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
On my command, you say?
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
Oh boy, you have no idea.
Forasaria!
Your petty revolution ends here.
Was that so?
For these are swords
Is that why I just
we
took out
swear.
most of your companions with one attack?
Over here!
Get him!
Die.
Stay down!
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battle for them.
Now, Torgal! Over here!
Oh no! I wasted most of that. Oh well. And pulled to the ground.
More dragons.
Staggered.
Imperials aren't
And you
taking
know
any
what?
chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Might as well gain a little bit of health while I'm here. Taking on the Durgan. Mortal blow.
A noble stand,
Dragoon!
albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Jump! Sick him, Torgal. I can't see anything. No, I know what I am doing. I still can't see anything. I am trapped in a corner.
So wait.
Get me out of the corner. Damn it. Thank you.
We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
And pull him down again. And staggered. And this should take care of the Dragoon for me. Gaining us 210 experience, 180 ability points, 900 gil, as well as an Imperial Link, a Dragon Talon, some Wyrite, some Sharp Fangs, and some Magic Ash.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Oh, I love Dragoon fights. Black or white, completed. 250 experience, 800 gil, 20 renown, as well as Magic Ash and a Meteorite.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
Let me guess, a seal?
It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Seal obtained! Burnt blade.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Port Isolde, the Imperial Province of Rosaria. Or Rossfield Manor. I said the wrong thing. What is Rosaria from?
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
My controller is shaking. Something
At a
big.
guess, my uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rossfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue. You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshard. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
I'm here to kill you. You know what? No. On second plate, have some food. Oh, that was the leaven we needed in this dark game.
Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. It's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive.
18.
The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. Right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle.
I fucking love this guy.
Who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Oh my god! I think I found my favorite character in the game. I love this guy. Oh. Well, that makes me an outlaw's uncle. Oh my god.
Over there.
Fetch me my cutlass.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Kiss the girl.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Probably not the right time to kiss her.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, Let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
I just want to see them kiss, okay? I want them to be a thing. If that makes me a heartless bastard, I don't care. But I want them to be a thing. Alright, so I guess it's time to go back to the new hideaway. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Alright, and with that being said, it looks like we have unlocked some things. Doesn't look like we have anything new to buy or craft. And we have some things over here as well as some side missions. And we are at about an hour and 20 minutes of recording. And knowing the length of these side missions, it could either be about 5 minutes or it could be 35 minutes. So this is going to be the end of today. Everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, where we take on a few side quests, as well as, I guess, defeat Jill's monster. This is Famine52 signing out, and peace out.